Hey, you know who it is, man. It's your boy WallStShooter, and I'm checking in for the gang. Gang, what's happening? Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody had a great, positive weekend. Hopefully you got an opportunity to kick it with your family and friends and do something other than think about crypto or the stock market, kind of decompress, get away from the hustle and bustle of charting and et cetera, et cetera. Hopefully you just got an opportunity just to relax, reset. It's very important. Energize, get some sleep, man. Rest is very important to the body. Anyways, man, I got a banger today, man. We're going to get into it. It's Monday. You already know what we're going to talk about. We get into this crypto news. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about my portfolio and see how it's performing, and also some things that I added to my portfolio over the weekend as well too. And then we're going to look at some charts. No, we got to get that TA in at the end of the day. But, I ain't going to hold y'all. Let's jump right into it, man. First and foremost, man, we need to look at the crypto fear and greed index. It's very important, man. I like to kick things off with the fear and greed index. And as you can see, there's really no change, right? We still extremely fear. The market sentiment is very bullish. We got the Fed doing all types of crazy things with our money. The economy is down, stock market is down, the price of milk and eggs is up, gas prices are still high. The market overall, people are not investing. People are scared to put their money up because we just been getting slaughtered since January. In the last couple of weeks, we actually had got some decent relief in the stock market, but I want to say the last 5 to 6 weeks, we just been getting killed, man. We started off pretty decent today. It's a big week for us earnings go. A lot of big heavy hitters, big banks are reporting earnings. Bank of America, Charles Schwab already reported earnings today. They did very well. So we got a nice decent pump in the stock market. I know you're thinking like, Shooter, why are you talking about the stock market? We talk about crypto. It's very important. Stock market and crypto kind of align with each other. People are going to put their money in the stock market before they put in crypto because they're more familiarized with it. Remember, only 4 to 5% of the world population is invested in cryptocurrency. So people are going to run to the stock market first to put their money in there. I'm talking institutional money, et cetera, right? A known product, right? So they're going to put their money in there first, and then they're going to double back and start dipping into the crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big dogs, right? So it's very important that we understand, stock earnings, especially when you got big banks reporting this week. You got Netflix and Tesla and IBM reporting this week as well too. We're kicking off a big earnings seasons coming up for this particular quarter, so we're right back in the mix again, right? When we had that amazing pump earlier this year is because tech did an awesome job as far as earnings go, but since then we have to see what those earnings and revenue look like. So it's very important that we're paying attention to the stock market, even though you may be against the stock market and don't trust the system, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not gonna hold you on that, but it's important that we understand what our economy in a whole, what are our companies, how are earnings going, what is this overall market sentiment for the stock market, so we can get a better idea. The more resources and tools that we have, the better it helps us as investors to make investments into the crypto market. All right. So yeah, so we're still extremely fearful. Don't know what's really going on. We could be looking at more inflation hikes coming up, and we still got mid elections coming up as well too. So that's gonna be very pivotal. We could expect some dumping going on. It's just bad out here, depending on how you look at it. For those who got the mindset, it's like, dang, everything is on sale. We're excited about this. Hell, we want more dump. Right? If you got the means to survive through this recession, I'm going to say it, even though they're not saying it. If you got the means to survive in this recession and you're not over investing, meaning taking money from your home or not paying your mortgage or your rent or not buying food or selling your car just to put into the market, then these opportunities, only come so often. And we know that these opportunities is what really allow us to double or triple our money, depending on what market you in, right? So some people are excited about this, right? This is an opportunity for us to be an institutional trader. Maybe you don't, regardless if we got the big bucks or not, but this is an opportunity for us to buy low. Looking like over the year, crypto fear and greed index over the time, as you can see, man, since the new year, we've been averaging about 30. We spiked up in February and March timeframe above 50. Over 50, but since March 29th, man, we've been pretty much just getting killed as low as 8. We recorded at 8. Actually, the low was a 6 back in June. Since there, we've been kind of like riding up from there. But I mean, overall, the market is what it is, right? As I mentioned before, the Dow Jones gained over 500 points off the good earnings report off of Bank of America and Charles Schwab this morning. So that's freaking awesome. We're getting a nice, real good pump. Crypto's starting to see it. Saw a little pump yesterday on Sunday as well. I don't know if y'all peeped that or not. NASDAQ popped for more than 3%. That's awesome as well too. I don't want to hold this in the stock market, but again, you definitely want to know what's going on around you. Now, crypto news. Let's get into that. First things first is one of the one of the big dogs, Ripple. Ripple's lab began testing XRP Ledger sidechain that will be capable with the Ethereum smart chain. This is awesome. I think this is going to be a good. This is going to be good for both parties, man. But let's get into the actual. The article. So Ripple is testing a way for developers to deploy smart contracts made for their larger and more popular Ethereum on its XRP ledger, also the XRPL, right, blockchain, with little effort. So the EVM, or the Ethereum virtual machine, is software that runs smart contracts on Ethereum. Ripple said an EVM capability sidechain blockchain that runs in parallel with the main XRPL blockchain is now live on the company's DevNet. If you don't know what a DevNet is, it allows developers where they can test test the actual application before they implement it, right? So in other words, for Ripple, they got a team of dev, right? They got code script that they build on the back end. Them going into a DevNet environment or a dev environment, they're actually doing the testing to see if it's compatible, see if there's any bugs, any issues, any dependencies, etc. So before we actually see it, the developers will go on the back end, do what they need to do. They probably got a team of QA. They probably got a team of testers that will come in, test it, make sure everything runs correctly. And this is an ongoing process. Understand, if you never worked in the software application world, which I have and currently do, hearing this news, it's not going to happen overnight, right? They're not just going to drop this tomorrow at the end of the month. This is a long process. It could be even longer from what they're actually mentioned in this article. They're anticipating to reach anywhere between Q1 or Q2 of next year. That can be pushed to the right. Depends on dependencies, bugs, issues that they may find, capability as far as or if it's compatible or not. Basically what I'm saying, be patient. Reading this news, hearing this, good opportunity for Ripple Labs and XRP to team up with a side chain with Ethereum. It can do it's great news for Ripple, maybe even XRP. I think more so for Ripple. The price could reflect from this news. This could be an opportunity for a buy the news, sell the rumor type ordeal. But ultimately, be patient. If you never worked in software development, big budget application release or implementation or anything like that, understand that this stuff takes time. Even though they set a date, that's a rough date, and they kind of shield it by saying Q1 and Q2. You see they didn't give it an actual date like February 21st or whatever the case may be. They gave you 2 quarters with the possibility of being pushed to the right, i.e. Ethereum merger into proof of stake, right? It's supposed to have been out, but stuff like this take time. Not to be negative Nancy, this is awesome for XRP and Ripple Labs. Just want to kind of see what happens. Picking up from the article, which is where the developers can test before they go live in the main network, right? Ripple and XRP stand to potentially benefit because the work developers have already put into building Ethereum smart contracts can be leveraged in an entire separate Ripple ecosystem. Again, I think this play will benefit Ripple more, and it also brings some allows Ripple to get a needed cosign for Ethereum. Think about it. Ripple's going through a lot with this whole SEC thing, which in my opinion, I think they're going to beat the case. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. Regardless, I'm holding my XRP and we'll continue to buy more XRP if they win or not, because it won't be the end of them, in my personal opinion. So, but this is definitely, a good deal. Like I said, getting that cold co-signature, that co-sign for Ethereum, saying, hey, yeah, we're going to work with these guys, allow them to build this side chain, et cetera, et cetera. So that kind of bring a little validity to Ripple. It's pretty dope to see that. And even with Ripple going through this case the last 2 years, almost 3 years, their innovation, creating opportunities with their blockchain technology has not ceased. They are continue to grow. They're continuing to create partnerships. They're continue to do what they said they want to be doing on their roadmap and their white paper. They're not letting this SEC case slow them from being creative and innovative and creating and being innovative, which is an awesome thing for anyone that's holding XRP or anyone that's looking to get into XRP. That's what you like to see. The announcement today, which is Monday, October 17th, this is a first step of 3-part process, right? The second phase will go live early in 2023. That's what I was talking about earlier, when the EVM sidechain will become permissionless, meaning anyone can join it. And then the third phase is slated for second quarter. The second quarter, when Ripple will fully deploy the software. So we're looking at a full push Q2 next year, right? Quoted, our goal in 2023 is to have an EVM sidechain connected to XRP mainnet, which is the actual product or the actual playground or the actual live, right? For it to go live, the mainnet for users. Ripple's chief technology officer, I can't speak today, which he had an interview with Condenser. The bridge is the final solution. It will be decentralized, and all of components of the solution would be in production, ready to be handled in real world scale and use cases. So yeah, mainnet production, right? It'd be in production for use cases. So that's very interesting, man. I'm excited to see that. Definitely gonna be tracking that. Very curious on what type of bugs or issues, or even if they even find any, or even if they will put any of those issues out. We'll see. We shall see. What else we got for the news that I wanted to cover? Let's see. Where was it at? Aha. Crypto exchange FTX US under investigation by Texas regulators over securities. So I'm not going to read all of this, and I'm going to give you kind of the rough down the cliff notes of it. So you have this Texas State's Securities Board enforcer, Joseph, right? Rudiden. I think that's how he says now. I never heard him say it. If I said his name wrong, I never heard you say it in real life, my boy. So basically, he's alleging, and his allegation is filing in the bankruptcy court overseeing the potential sale of the forfeiture digital assets of FTX crypto exchange. So basically what he's saying that FTX US may be violating state law governing the registration of sales of security products because it's current offering a yield-bearing product to US customers. So Buddy is basically saying is that, in my opinion, right, and this is what I picked up from reading the article, is that with FTX yield account, you can pretty much earn up to 8% if you are yielding Ethereum. And so he's looking at like, whoa, 8%. Wait, one reckon. Wait, one got tootin' second, 8%. I don't know. That's my horrible Texas accent, but I'm assuming that he's looking at it like, yo, 8%. That's a lot, right? So he even admit that he created an FTX account on his cell phone, created an account. He transferred money through the bank transaction and Ethereum transaction in that new account, and saw that his account can earn up to 8% APY on his first $10,000 submittal. Now, he said, despite the fact that I identify myself by name and address, the FTX trading app now shows that I'm earning yield on Ethereum. The yield is valued at 8% APR, he wrote. This appears to be an investment contract, which in turn would be regulated as a security in Texas, he wrote. Now, I'm not too big on like security laws in Texas or anything like that. What I take from that is that he's probably looking at it like, look, you poor little retail investors Can't be out here putting $10,000 up and getting 8% off it. That's just way too much. You need to go put it in one of those fiat banks and go get your 0.01%, just like everybody else besides us politicians will get. That's kind of how I looked at it, right? Seems like a little hate, little shade up in here, trying to stir up the pot. Hey, what people fear what they don't know. All right? People fear what they don't know. A lot of these politicians, man, out of touch, don't understand this whole decentralization, APY, even I would even say DeFi, staking, et cetera, right? They're so used to the national average being 0.01%, you know, putting your $10,000 in a high interest, quote unquote, high interest savings account and getting about 50 cents a year, right? That's what they used to. So he's probably saying this like, nah, there's no way. There's no way, boy. There's no way that us poor little retail investors are going to be making 8% off of however much money we put into these yielding annual bearing yieldings, or these high APY. So kind of interested to see how this play out. It's not the first time, probably won't be the only time that some type of security team or SEC or some type of state security board will be investigating our exchanges, because they just don't understand it. They don't get it. They don't understand, like, how can someone produce 8% APYs? Well, you know, if y'all guys stop being greedy with the banks holding hands and allow, you know, us regular citizens, as regular retail investors, to make some money, maybe we might keep our money in the bank. But, you know, once you smart enough and understand how the banks do us with our money, while they're investing it, getting 10-15% off of ETFs every year, and we get kicked back 50 to 50 cent, $1.50 a year, you know, there ain't nobody trying to stand for that. If I'm gonna put $10,000 into your bank and you're only gonna give me under 1%, like, that don't make sense. Mathematically, 1 + 1 = 2. That don't make sense. So yeah, people gonna put their money where they can make the biggest buck, especially now during this recession with high interest rates, high inflation. Like, we gonna do what's best for us, man. So I think it's just some old head right now, just hating, not understanding what's going on. And honestly, probably gonna sit down with his cronies and figure out how they probably in his whole office set up an FTX US account, drop about 10, 20, 100 grand up in there, collecting 8%. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. We'll see how it play out. I don't think nothing really gonna happen, but I mean, who am I? Who am I? One more thing I wanted to kind of talk to you about. Big boy Quant has been going crazy in the market. Have y'all been peeping what Quant's been doing? Quant has been going crazy. Where's the article? Why I can't find an article? No. Okay, so Quant is up over 100 and I want to say 140 some percent on the month. And I mean, everybody and their mom is jumping into this crypto. It's now the 29th, it just hit the 29th crypto on the exchanges. Let me pull it up. There we go. Yeah, so Quant Networks, Turker owns top 30 crypto list. Right now it's number 29 right now. So it's been going crazy in this this bear market. Yes, we still in a bear overall market. Quant is definitely QNT is definitely bullish right now. It's definitely bullish, but we are still in a bear market. We're gonna look at that chart too, because it's definitely in an overbought situation right now as far as RSI goes. But the native token of Quant Network has been going crazy. The last 4 months has been up 450%. I think the low was anywhere between $40 and $42. I seen it as high today as $220. Insane, man. It's been going crazy. I know the all-time high is roughly anywhere between $400 something. We'll look at the chart. I'm thinking maybe, could it retest? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of institutional money getting pumped into Quant right now. Me personally, I own some Quant. I own a little bit of Quant. I'm not buying any more Quant because it's so hot right now. I haven't taken profits off of Quant just yet. I'm gonna let it run a little bit and just kind of keep my eyes on it, set my alerts up, and watch it cross certain SMAs or my EMAs, and then we'll take a little profit in here at the end of the day. But yes, at the end of the day, I'm definitely gonna be taking profit. You got to take profit, right? If you're not a trader, you're not an investor if you're not taking profits, and I'm definitely not going to get caught holding the bag. So I got my alert set up. We got our profit taking points, and when I pull up the chart, I kind of talk to you guys about where I'm going to take profits at. But yeah, over the RSI over is definitely over 70%. We'll take a deeper dive in that, man. But let me know in the chat, man, if y'all holding any Quant, any QNT. And let me know what you feel about it right now. It's outperforming everybody in this bear market. Let's see. I haven't even read this article yet. I just pulled it up. They talk about Ripple. October will be history changing. Watch out for these days for XRP case. So we all know that XRP case could be coming to a close somewhere between Q1, Q2 of next year. That's what the CEO of Ripple is speculating, that the case will have some type of decision around that time frame. Just in time for the side chain, I guess. That would be awesome. So I'm kind of curious on, XRP has expects the case to come into conclusion in early of 2023. Given around the time, optimism, XRP has been one of the best performing digital assets in the market. That's very true. It has been performing very well, even in this bear market. I think it's a high of the last month. It's about 55 cents. Even came close to hitting $1 at one point this year as well too. So XRP has definitely been performing very well, unlike some of its counterparts. Me personally, I'm an XRP head. I guess I'm part of the XRP army. I've been holding XRP since 2016, taking profits off of XRP. Almost got fully tricked out of my bag when the lawsuit happened and they shut down the US exchanges, because I was holding it on Coinbase. Was definitely was unsure where I can buy it, but I've been buying XRP via 𝐾𝐿coin. I know you can buy it off of Uphold as well too. I think at the end of the day, man, XRP is definitely the banker's token, banker's coin, and it's just so much institutional money and too many big partnerships with XRP for it to really fail. I don't think, even if it loses the case, I think it would be more so like hitting the relief button for everybody involved, not just Ripple Labs, but any type of partnerships, and say, okay, that is done. Okay, you guys didn't win the case. Okay, what's the next phase, right? What's the contingency plan, right? It's not like Ripple's going to go out of business if they lose this case. I know the CEO talked about uprooting from San Francisco and going overseas. They've been making strides and open up a business as well, I believe, in Dubai. So they're ready to just, and honestly, even if they win the case, I think they're just going to leave this, period. I think they're just going to leave the States, period. They don't want to deal with it. The last 2 years has been they kind of look at it as last 2 years, even though they're maintaining a top 10 crypto, let's keep it a buck. XRP at one point was a top 2 crypto. They were in the same, they was in a position where Ethereum was sitting at, between them and Litecoin. And Litecoin was a play off of Bitcoin. So to them, they looking at it like, hey, man, this is kind of messed us up from an investor standpoint of gaining access. We had to freeze up money. I think they just pretty much just fed up with what's going on at the end of the day. I'm curious on what they'll do, though. Regardless, I'm a fan of XRP. I believe what they're going to do. And I'm buying more XRP. I actually bought XRP over the weekend, added to my bag. I'm not at my large position of where I want to be yet, but I definitely want to get there before Q1, Q2, and Q3. And me saying that, and I'm not trying to speed up your process or have you go out and buy XRP. I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from. I definitely want to make sure my bag is fully loaded by the time the SEC decision has happened. That's me. Again, I'm not telling you buy, sell a whole XRP. I'm just letting you know what my train of thought is. So definitely want to kind of see what's going on in the next couple of months, see if it can continue to outperform. In November, December is usually a dry with the holiday seasons coming up. Stock market is usually down. Big sell-offs are happening. People taking profits, buying Christmas gifts and trips and et cetera, et cetera. So I want to kind of see what XRP, just overall, not even just XRP, just the overall market. We got mid elections coming up in November. We got Thanksgiving coming up, Black Friday sales, Christmas sales. We got a lot of stuff going on, New Year sales. So a lot of dollars that are allocated into investing probably going to move to the left and start going into like family stuff. So with that being coming down the pipeline as an investor, as a trader, you need to start game planning out and figuring out your budget, right? We're not going to take all our money and just continue to put it in investing. What's the point? We want to have fun with our money too. So make sure you have your budgets in place. Think about how you want to calculate what kind of money you're going to, how much money you're going to start investing when this holiday season really kick off and all these sales go up. Or if you just like, whatever, forget it, forget the family. I ain't buying nobody nothing. You want to keep doing your thing. If you want to take advantage of this and be like, look, I'll pay y'all when the market pick back up. You feel me? However you want to play it, man. But just know a lot of stuff is coming around the corner. So yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Let's look at this real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up, this tweet. Okay. Here we go. What is this? Oh, this is for SEC stuff about the documentation next up. And okay. These are next up Ripple XRP case dates. October 18th, which is tomorrow. And then on the 20th, parties meets to identify. Okay. So yeah. So check this out. So you've got the dates of the upcoming case. A lot of activity this week. 18th and the 20th. I believe 24th is the Friday, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's Sunday. No, that's next Monday. Sorry. The 24th is next Monday. Then after that, November 15th, 17th, which is around mid-election time frame. So be aware of that. November 21st, obviously that's the same week of Thanksgiving and Black Friday. December 9th, and then December 22nd was right around the same weekend of Christmas. So a lot of activity around the holiday season with XRP. I'm gonna hold this on here. Pause the video if you want to read over this. I'm not gonna read over this because I want to get into the next segment of this video. So what I want to look at next, since we talked about some crypto news, got to feel the overall market. Let's get into some charting, right? Let's look at the charts. As always, we want to kick off with the big dogs. Bitcoin, we're on a daily time frame. This is tradingview.com. I'm on a daily time frame here. As you can see, I still have my trend lines and indicators up, and we can kind of see for today, Bitcoin is currently on the downtrend trend line that I have created here. We actually broke underneath that a few days ago and got into this demand zone. You see, we had some buyers come here, eat that up, push this towards the trend line. Now I want to see if we're going to reject. Today overall has been a good day as far as just trading go with bank earnings coming in. It's kind of helped out Bitcoin. Bitcoin got as low as 18,000 a coin on the 13th, which was last Thursday. Is now pushing in 19.5 right now. We may see 20. We also have this 50 SMA here. Maybe we get back inside this bear flag because it did get we did have a little pump fake out here. So maybe we might get back into this bear flag and maybe test that 50 and reject off there. Regardless, we still have this large supply zone from September 12th, ranging from $21 to $23,000. We haven't tested it yet. Maybe we might push and test anywhere between 20, 21.5. Still, I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. I'm holding my ground about 12 to 14,000 Bitcoin, especially with middies coming across. And historically, there's usually a sell-off in all markets around that time frame. So I'm not bullish. It's going to take a lot for me to be bullish on anything. Like if it was to get into this and break through the supply, nah, that's like not even like real then bullish, honestly. Like we definitely got to get above the 200 SMA, which is this red line here. We definitely got to start making some higher highs and higher lows. Until we start making higher highs and higher lows, I'm not getting excited. We are continuing to make lower highs and lower lows, right? If you don't know what that is, this is a low high, right? There's another a lower high, and these are lower lows. That's a lower low. That's a lower low. That's a lower low. So this can push down and make us another lower low, which will put us anywhere between $15,000 and $16,000 Bitcoin. Our highs, higher high, higher high, higher high. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. You get the drift, right? We continue to make our highs. Our highs are still low, so you get lower highs, lower lows. If it was reversed, then you'll get higher highs and lower highs, right? You want to see what that kind of look like? Let me tighten this one up. So this is a higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, low, low, low. You get it? Higher high, higher lows. We're doing the opposite, right? And we're coming off a sick double top too pattern right here. So we retested the supply zone, rejected, and now we're just pushing from a technical standpoint, right? Fundamentally, and what's going on in the economy, we're just down. It is what it is, right? So these old demand zones that I have here, this one, and this one, they're in green. I put all my demand zones because I'm usually checking supply and demand in green, and these are from 2020 and 2019. So if we can't hold this and break through here, which we've got in the middle of this demand zone here, about 18.3, you can see is that we might start pushing downward, especially with mids and everything, the holiday season coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start, maybe we'll hit 20.5, maybe reject the 50, maybe reject the 100, maybe we'll retest this supply zone, maybe we'll catch a rejection and push this all the way back down. Regardless, I'm here for it. If it dumps, I'm here for it. If it pumps, I'm here for it. Regardless, I'm buying regardless, or I'm taking profits if this thing really take off. We know how crypto is, 80 to 80%, 80% swings in either direction. So let's check out Ethereum real quick. Ethereum, still making my bear pendant here, traveling on its trend line here that I got. Let me see if I can. Right, overall trend line here, still tap dancing on that trend line of the overall uptrend. So I want to see if it actually break. This is kind of forming a nice little head and shoulders here. You got a shoulder, head, shoulder. Let's see if it breaks this trend line, then we definitely got room for more downside. I was saying that this is actually, we're hitting anywhere between 8 to 900. Depending on how the market is, it can definitely flush past that. The reason why I mentioned 8 to 900, and I actually took off the supply areas, but previous supply zones from 2019, it will be a retest there. So I'm definitely going to be watching that and see if it can hold. We definitely have this demand zone here as well from previous, where this hit about 800 and this one was about 9. We came right off this double top here and kind of flushed, bounced off the trend twice, tested it and pushed. So now we're here retesting this trend right now, and we've been pretty much consolidating. As you can see, we had a breakthrough right here from last week, FOMC minutes, where the bias point was pushed to 0.75. You see, we kind of broke, but we retested and held. So right now we're looking at this pennant's being formed. We wait for confirmation. We can either push up, or about 60% chance of pushing down based off of pennants, or how bears pennants operate. So definitely keep my eye on that. I'm in a short position on 𝐿coin on Ethereum. I don't think we're going to be able to hold this. Again, this is not me telling you go out and go get in a short position on Ethereum. I'm letting you know what I'm in, and what my train of thought is, especially with middies and the holiday season coming around. So I'm looking for us to come to maybe test the 50-day, which is this yellow SMA line, and then maybe push back down and break this trend. If we break this trend, all hell's gonna loose. I wouldn't mind seeing a $50 Ethereum. I mean, not 50, $500 Ethereum. If that's the case, we definitely gonna be picking it up. Regardless, if we push, I'm dollar cost averaging into Ethereum. I buy Ethereum every week. I have allotments set up. And what I mean allotment is that I got a automatic buy orders on Bitcoin and Ethereum each week. So regardless of what I do, I'm gonna be buying Ethereum. Let's look at Quant, because this thing been going crazy. As y'all can see, man, Quant has been going crazy since June of this year, man. As low as, what is that, $40 all the way up to $228. Jeez, man, what is that? What is that percentage wise? 460%. Incredible. Bring that back. Sorry, guys. Crazy run. And I don't think I have my RSI. Let's bring up my RSI. Right. So this dotted line right here, that's 70, that's 30, right? We're up in the 83 range. Hella overbought, right? Above 70, anywhere in 70 and up, overbought. 30 and below, oversold. It's hella overbought. Now, could this thing continue? Heck yeah, it can still go. Doesn't necessarily mean just because it's overbought above 70 that it can't continue. This is a momentum indicator, right? RSI is momentum. So it's pretty much just saying it's moving really fast within these days. That's why it's so hot right now. It's hella hot within this time frame. It could come down to 70 and keep on pushing, right? As you can see, like I tell my traders, if I was put up the EMA right now, we're so far from the 9 to the 21, we have to come down, right? We have to come down, and people are gonna start taking profits. Big traders, institutional traders, they're gonna look at this RSI and be like, okay, this thing got hot really quick. You know, we can hold the fort, hodl, and get caught with a little bag. Well, not even a little bag. If you got in at 40, you up, right? You up 460% on your money. Just looking at from a trader standpoint, if I'm looking at this and I'm up over 460, I'm happy with that. I would have been happy with that over 100%. But if I'm up 40%, I got runners in there, then I'm gonna go ahead and take my shillings and everybody else, because a lot of momentum, a lot of talk is starting to pick up on the social networks. A lot of people about to start jumping into this play, right? A lot of people about to be getting caught holding the bag, because when this thing fall off, this thing gonna fall off heavy. You already know how crypto is. So people gonna start taking their profits, and this thing gonna flush. Not saying it's a pump and dump, but people just gonna take profits. You can even see this is an inverted hammer right here, right? Technical candle, right? What's next to come? Red candles, right? And that's not 100% guaranteed, but I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow to see this thing start selling off in the 170s, 160 time price range. So don't be surprised. Or I could be totally wrong, and I'm okay with that this thing rockets up and tests their all-time highs, which is damn near $500, right? So it's worth the watch. Overall, if you believe in Quant network, I'm not telling you not to invest in it, but just be careful. It's hot right now. That's all I'm telling you. Like last time it was hot, right? Let's look at it the last time, right? Let's just go back in time. It ran up 1,700% from $23 all the way to $430. Ran up 1,700%, right? If I come here and look at that, that slope. The thing went straight up, and what it do? Pull right back down. Pull right back down. Pull down about 89% from its all-time high. So just something to be aware of, something to keep in mind of. You know, you do what you want. It's your money. End of the day, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell in the quant. Just be very cautious. It's definitely running hot right now. It may pull back. It might give you some relief to kind of get in there because this thing could continue and retest all-time highs. For me, I'm chilling. I got a decent position. Of course, any trader would be like, damn, I wish I would have bought more, but I'm cool right here where I'm at. So, and we can kind of look at if we look at the 1 hour, let's look at the 1 hour, see if it's getting hung up anywhere. Right. So 225 is heavy resistance, tested it 3 times and rejected it. Right. Big sell off already. You got this right here. This is a supply zone that's created. You can see a big sell off happening, and it caught some support here at 193. So, and it's holding the 50 right now. So we'll see. Maybe it'll come back and retest this 225, or maybe it'll just start retracing all the way back down. It's worth the watch, worth the look on your chart if you want to add it. Me personally, I'm not touching it. I'm not adding to the bag. So therefore, I'm not buying no more. I'm gonna let my runners do what they do. Another one that's been running hot too, that's not beginning any pub, is Maker. Maker's been going crazy as well too. Maker's up over from its September low. Sorry guys. I got hung up on my second monitor. My bad. Let's catch that high right there, over 100%. We talked about Maker a few videos ago. We got a couple of Maker as well too. We got in a Maker around 400, and I actually took profits back around here. It's up at 1100 per coin, so it's not bad. Come on, man, 400 to 1100. That's a little over about $700 per coin that I had. It's not bad profits, man. So I'm gonna take that profit, probably put some in XRP already. Probably wait for Ethereum to pull back, put some in there as well too. And we just gonna kind of watch this because we just retested the 200 SMA right here. And so as you can see, when the first time we tested, we rejected it all the way back to 8. We rejected it now. But the one thing about it is that the volume is hella high on it right now. It's running hot. This one as well is up over 80 on the RSI. So it's definitely running hot as well too. So just be careful. Be careful. Wait for the retraces. Be patient. Be a patient trader. Just don't get into it just because, you know, people are talking about it on YouTube and like, oh, it's going to the moon. Where it kind of already went to the moon, right? 100%. That's a moonshot. Right? In my eyes, that's a digital dash, what we call it in my community. We just did the 100-yard dash, baby. So we're good over there. So yeah, man, I don't want to hold y'all, man. That's what I wanted to kind of talk about, man. Overall, the market and it is what it's looking. We are getting some relief in the stock market, which is pretty cool to see. Crypto market. Here's my portfolio. Only thing that's pumping right now is Quant, ETH, CRO, Alvi going crazy a little bit, 6%. Everything else is down. HBAR is up 3%. And we still on discount. We still on, excuse me. Things are still on discount. I added more XRP to the bag. I added more Cardano. Excuse me, guys. What else did I buy? I bought more Chainlink and I bought more Avalanche. Bought more Avalanche. Oh, and I also bought more VeChain over the weekend as well. Those are my buys for the weekend. And I just been chilling, man. Just dollar cost averaging in. I did add to the gala bag as well too. So just been dollar cost averaging in, man, being patient, waiting for them red candles, not buying green candles, not falling into the FOMO hype, and just kind of let it, you know, everything kind of play out and let it do what it do, man. And I suggest you do the same. Just be patient, man. There's definitely opportunities with it being red, but you can probably get more opportunities now as well too. Just be patient. Just don't throw the whole money in there. That's all I'm saying. Just dollar cost average. I'm gonna make a video about how to dollar cost average, or how I dollar cost average in and out of plays, and hopefully that be some help to you. All right, cool. At this time, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me for over 40 minutes. Thank you very much. I know my videos be hella long, but I'm only posting 3 times a week, so that's where I want to make sure I give y'all enough value, enough information, hopefully help you out, hopefully give you some value. If you think I did that, please, this is an opportunity to hit the like button. I would truly appreciate that. Share the content if you think it's worth being shared. Hit the notification bell if you want to get more, if you want to stay in tune with the content when it come out. Again, I'm trying to post it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to give you an overview perspective of the market like I just did today. And then there's times where I just started a new series as well. It's called What's in my Crypto Bag, where I talk about the different plays that I have in my bag. I did it the first time over the weekend and I did 8 cryptos. I think I'm gonna just do one at a time so I can really home in on that particular crypto play and kind of take a deeper dive in that as well. So anyways, I'm not gonna hold y'all guys. And hey, in the link, I dropped the crypto book, How to Crypto. If you're a beginner, you want to learn how to cryptocurrency, want to learn how to buy cryptocurrency and how to crypto, this is the guide that you need. It gives you pretty much from A to Z how to safely and buy crypto correctly. The link is in the bio. Check that out. If you want to join the Discord, the link is in the bio as well too. With all that being said, I appreciate y'all once again. This is your boy WallStShooter. This is not financial advice. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.